Hello, folks. So, I wanted to do some kind of leveling series. So, what I'm going to do is I don't quest that often, especially at lower levels. So, I'm going to pick a zone and then just quest through it a little bit. Not necessarily through the whole thing, just quest through it a little bit and give you kind of a glimpse of it. So that way, hopefully I get to see something I haven't seen before. Since I don't really quest that much, there's a lot I haven't seen. So hopefully I'll get to see something new and I'll make a video at the same time. So yeah. So we're going to start in Duskwood. Those were, of the three options, this was what interested me the most. I was going to say intrigue, and I was like, well, no, I've already been here. I have already quested through here on another tune. However, I was leveling with somebody else, so I really wasn't paying all that much attention. So I thought, well, let's just quest through it a little bit. To start with, I'm going to start out as enhancement. Enhancement has a little more abilities. Oh, that's interesting. So I can't use somebody else's mole machine. Interesting. I am loving the passive ability. I've used it probably more than I have with any other passive ability, except maybe like Shadow Mend. Trying to think. Yeah. Don't really use the passive abilities all that much, depending on what they are, like I said. Night Elves, I think, probably have one of the best. The Trolls have, I think it's Berserking. It's like a mini little heroism. So.
Hello.
I digress. So. Yes. We are so close to level 9. Oh. Oh, that's where I got this. Some tunes ended up with these, and I was like, where did I get these? I see. Ring's not going to. Did I know? Okay.
Safe travels.
So 12 direwolves slain. Okay. Don't want to get bogged down with side quests. Is this a side quest?
Greetings.
Let me take it, I guess. I want to try to stay as close to the storyline as possible. I think I have to go over here. Yes, if I can figure out how I get down there. I think I'm probably going the wrong way. These are all spiders. These aren't wolves. I need 7 of these. I did switch, yes, I did switch things. Just checking. This still have to switch trinkets and rings and weapons and all of that. So. I get a few more abilities towards the other end of the later end of being 20. So the later half of 20, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So it seemed like enhancement was better to start with. Ah, they're over here. Well then, let's go over here. See, this is why I didn't want to get sidetracked. I'm getting sidetracked. And that'll probably be my last one. Simple enough. Whoever put mobs in the game that can dismount you should be shot. I feel like it's one of those things they need to go back and just take out because it just slows you down. There's a wolf.
Too far away.
Why do I keep looking for charge? Doing that a lot lately. I've been looking for abilities that I don't have. That I have on other characters, I should say. Especially on my shaman and my monk. Those are the only two max level characters I have. They're both healers, so when I'm doing something, I keep looking for abilities that the other one has. I don't normally get confused. So. Kind of a new experience. There are no wolves there. I like the new leveling system, the way the heroes call board works now. So I am noticing I am more inclined to go questing now rather than just go to some random zone that I may or may not like. So. A lot of people know Duskwood because it's Duskwood. It's creepy, so it usually makes it on people's top 10 list. Visually, I like it. Questing through here, like I said, I've quested through here before. I've always found a little boring. or perhaps uneventful would be the right word. You know, some zones, some storylines, there's a bit of an arc to it. And from what I can tell through here, for the most part, you're just kind of doing random things. So, which is fine. It's a bit of a, it always seemed to me like a bit of a drop
target.
Like a bit of a drop off. Well. I'm trying out Hot Hand, which has a chance to proc and increase Lava Lash's damage when Flame Tongue is used at melee range. So is it okay? Storm Strike is my biggest damage dealer. Yes. Lava Lash only does 71 damage. Storm Strike does over 200. So I said, okay. It increases the damage by 100%. So it's like I can. I wondered why when I was playing on when I was leveling my shaman. I was wondering why it seemed like Lava Lash was so weak, and I'm thinking that might be it. I may have taken the wrong. I may have taken the wrong talent, thinking it was something else. I know when they changed enhancement in for oh geez, what was it? Was it for Warlords or was it for Legion? I think it was for Legion. Yeah, it seems like it was at the end of Warlords. I prefer the way enhancement was before. I don't particularly care for the way it is now. I still enjoy playing it. I just prefer the way it was before. I think it's a little unnecessarily complicated now. I know I had to play around with the talents. It took me a minute to kind of figure things out. So they need to bring back Shaman's Fire Totem. I think I want to say Searing Totem and Monotide Totem. They're going to keep doing the stat squish. I see no reason why they can't bring back Monotide Totem. And that was really why I wanted to play a shaman, was because you got totems. There was a quest in the Draenei starting area, I think it was on Blood Mist tile, where you had to go around and there's a shaman there, and you get a quest to go find each of his totems, and that just always seemed cool to me. I've quested through there a couple times, and it's a pain to do the quest because it's a lot of running around before you have a mount or anything like that. You do get they do like port you different ways back to the city, or the town, I should say. It's not a city. Still getting to each totem though can be... Oh, we're done. can be a... Case in point, I rarely pay attention. Can be a bit of a pain, though. I think I like the idea of them starting allied races at level 20. I think that's a nice gesture. So won't help as the game progresses. The idea is that you start at level 20, so you only have 100 levels to go. As things level up higher, as the game progresses higher, it's just going to be more and more levels to... we're always going to be an expansion behind if you create a new allied race. Because when we're at 130, we'll have to get to 110. And so forth and so on. So we'll always be an expansion behind. Let's go over here first, because I think this is a side quest. Quote, unquote, side
What can
quest.
I do for you? Go with honor,
Just
friend.
hold on. Wanted to stay as close to the storyline as possible.
What can I do for you?
Oh, geez, I don't know. Probably the ring. Oh, what vendors for more gold this does. Okay. It tends to be how I make most of my decisions. What vendors for more gold?
Well met.
Yeah, I think I can just focus on these.
Farewell.
Geez, are we spread out enough? Oh, I think I remember which one this is. You get sent here to do a lot of stuff later on for different... there's an artifact that's sent here. Yeah, I think I remember this. I think. I'm not sure. I thought I had to talk to her. Maybe not. Maybe I'm getting confused. I don't know. Find the demise of the tower. Oh, that's over there. We're just killing things right now. Gotcha. Let's try to kill 2 things. Yeah, I much more preferred enhancement when you actually had enchants to put on your
I require a target.
Then you had, and I'm trying to think what it was called. You had like Call of the Elements, or Element or something. It was a kind of worked like Flame Tongue did. It your enhancements would have a special ability that you could only use with that spell. So I quested through Valgir as enhancement and almost completely quested through the whole zone, except like one of the last storyline quests bugged out, and it was a common problem. And I should have put in a ticket. I may have put in a ticket. I don't remember. But I kind of gave up after that and went on. I wanted to. It was like 82, 83, and I was trying to get to 85, so I just wanted to finish. And that was one of the best. That's probably one of the best memories I have. That's probably one of the most fun I've had questing, I think. Never went back to Valgir after that, so. He's not following me. Surely. Oh no, he is. Don't know why he can. He can. Went too far. Yeah. I was gonna say I did turn war mode on for better or worse. What level do we get? Reincarnate. Oh, 26. Duh, there it is. 26, so fairly close. I'll get. Yeah. So you get some stuff a little higher up that kind of fills out your rotation a little more. So I was going to try to do this as restoration a little bit because I said when we're at low levels, it doesn't really matter. So, and then I looked and I was missing a few spells, and I was like, yeah, this is going to make it a little more difficult, isn't it? I'd rather. I'd rather just do this as enhancements. So these 4 spells are pretty much the basic 4 you need. So. Now I assume, if I'm not mistaken, increases quest rewards and experience up to 10%. And enabling PvP talents, which I don't have, if you notice. Okay. Now, providing he doesn't come back. Now, this again, I'm going to say this, I think I do remember. As I said earlier, it's just kind of random.
Good day to you.
Random things. Run some errands for. Uh-huh.
Have a good one. How are you? Safe travels.
And it's going to send me back to. To Darkshire. The other thing I like about this is it's easy to get here. You know, you have the water. You know, you have the water, and then you have, you have Elwyn Forest, you have a river, you have the water, and then you have Duskwood. I like that. Most zones are sectioned off by mountains, and I hate that. So if you're trying to go from one place to the other. Well, I'm not seeing anything that I want to use for a transmog.
Have a good one.
I am using my molten core set at the moment.
King's honor, friend.
Looked
Safe travels.
now I need to go find Blind Mary. See, I got ahead of myself. So I do pay more attention than I give myself credit for, apparently. I went with a darker skin tone. My logic being that, let's see, I'll be nice and res. My logic being that with my panda, one of my pandas, I went with like a gray, kind of what I thought what looked like a darker kind of skin tone, and I didn't know if I'd like it, but they should have had me do both of those quests at the same time. Yeah. And I ended up liking it more than I thought I would, so I said, okay. We'll go with a... And they're kind of... Dark Iron Dwarves are a little more gray-ish. Blackish gray, almost a little metallic. So... anything fire, darkish, molten, they are spot on for shaman.
I am forsaken.
Well, you're a ghost. I didn't think the Forsaken are technically ghosts. And return to Darkshire.
Watch over you.
You're almost close to leveling up again. This is a lot of running around. So, made him look a little like the NPC that helps you during the quest to unlock Dark Iron Dwarves. So. I feel like you do kind of, after you've seen the After you've seen some of the different raids and things they had in the game at this level, you do kind of get some of the old school vibes a little bit. So
I must get closer.
you know, even if they try to upgrade, I don't need to kill you, do I? Nope. And I already killed you. Oh well. He's toying with me to kill me, isn't he? I think so. Oh. Not gonna lie, he's making me slightly nervous. I almost took Lightning Shield, but it just really didn't even do enough damage to make it worth it. So, yeah, I need a mage. Okay. You know, I may want to turn off war mode in the lower areas. Perhaps. Oh geez, now he's following me like the other guy was. Well, I'm going into town soon. No, I'm going this way. I don't know which way I'm going. Okay, well that was strange.
Need help?
I think I should.
Be careful.
Yay! Cool. Oh no, there he is. See, they won't come into town because where's a guard? I want to see. The guards are. Well, maybe not. I thought the guards were max level in these little towns just for that reason. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. Well, I suppose everything's scaled. Well, no, because they're 30. He's 30.
Need help?
38. I was going to say they scale with your level. That's not
Light
fair.
be with you.
Yeah, there's a ring I can use. Okay.
Farewell.
Where am I going? Okay, good. We're going over here. We're going away from the, well, he can fly, but still. I don't know that we actually give honor at this level. So I don't know that there's actually any point to killing low level, other than just, you know, for the sake of it. Being a jerk, I don't know that there's really any reason to do it. I think after a certain point when there's a wide enough gap in levels, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm imagining things, that stop
Hey there.
being honor. Okay.
See you later.
Oh, well, that could be a. I had the wrong. Ah, they were together. They're all together. Well, isn't that nice? I was going to say I need to make a. And I'm dead. I have an intellect ring on. Okay. I think we might. There's at least 3 of them in this area. It's just great. This is not what I had in mind when they said they were going to bring World PvP back. This is not at all what I had in mind. That might help. Kinda, sorta. There we go. I mean, probably an intellect ring with the wrong attribute is still probably a benefit, but still everything else is right, yeah? Yes. Necklace, ring. Yes, okay. We're good. We're good. I know what I'm doing, so. No. Go here.
You need something? See you around.
Am I going way out there? Because of course I am. Okay. I'm gonna go turn war mode off. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go turn war mode off for the time being. Because they're max level, so there's really nothing I can do, so there's no more point to have it on at the moment. And for some reason, they seem to be fixated on this area. Logged in the other day, and there was a mage going through the. Oh, now they're in town. Yep. Okay, well, let's come in here. That's fine. So I'll get to show you how my. Don't know that I've ever. Oh, I can't use this indoors. I was going to say, I don't know if I can. View how my old machine works. This is why I love this thing. Can't wait to get higher level. Stormwind. It's one thing if we're both max level and I'm just really bad at PvP. It's another thing if you're 50 levels higher than me and yeah. God, how I miss flying. Only 40 more levels. You know, it wouldn't be out of line for them to do one of two things. Either make flying more readily accessible, or give us faster ground mounts sooner. I mean, I'd be happy with just a faster ground mount. That's what I think I get faster riding at 40.
Hello.
Yeah. So faster at 40. 60. You don't need cold weather flying anymore, by the way, in case you aren't aware of that.
See you soon.
Then you've
Well
got
met.
to get all the.
Light bless you.
You've got to go buy Pandera flying. And I've got Pathfinder for Durtar. Pathfinder for Legion. We're still only on part 1 for Battle for Azeroth. Still could have swore there were max level NPCs in lower level towns just for this very reason. Could have sworn. Okay. At least I don't have to worry about the fear of being killed. I can quest undisturbed. Whoa, and I went the wrong way. There we go. Oh, we're going back to that same farm? No. I can't go up here. No, that's a mountain. Can't climb. Okay. If I had just paid attention, and what I need is where? Okay. Just laying around. I'm stealing things off of graves. That can't be good. Looks like a earth root. Still trying to figure out a profession. If I could do any, I would do engineering. Engineering's my favorite profession. My main character is a shaman. She's an engineer. I've already got 2 engineers though, and it's kind of a pain to level, and I am on a different server, so so then I was looking at, so then I was thinking, well, I'll do alchemy, because I have an alchemist. My alliance monk is an alchemist, who I don't play much anymore because my my one and only horde character is a monk. So and alchemy has 3 kind of sub-professions to learn. So I said, okay, well, it's kind of fun. I use it a lot. My alchemist does the trans specialty, so transmutation, something like that. So, and I use that a lot for old mats and new. Surprisingly, I'm surprised how many things I need an alchemist for.
Hey there.
I was thinking, well, what's something I haven't?
Have a good one.
I was looking. The dark iron ores get a mining bonus, mass production. Increases blacksmithing skill and blacksmithing speed. However, I was looking, and from what I can tell, there's no point for a male character to have to use blacksmithing, to have blacksmithing. Mostly a plate profession. So I thought, well, warriors start out wearing mail, and then they that we end up wearing, unless they changed it. No, they must have changed. Because I thought we started out wearing leather. There used to be higher up. We used to be able to wear mail. So, and plate wearing characters used to start out wearing mail, and then they would go to plate later on. So, like engineering can make, or not engineering, leatherworking can make mail gear. I just don't like crafting professions. So
Hello.
I would rather do, or armor, the armor professions. I'd rather do something where I can make other things besides armor.
See you around.
Having being able to make, drums of whatever for the heroism. Essentially, having your own heroism is nice, doesn't justify leveling a profession for just that. So, engineering, tailoring, alchemy, jewel crafting, things you can make something other than just gear. Because jewel crafting, you're making gear, but you're making a variety of gear. It's just when I've looked, it's mostly for cloth characters. So, where am I going? Way over there. Okay. Yeah. Leatherworking, blacksmithing. I think those are the only two. I'm not a big fan of. So. Engineering and tailoring I've probably done the most with. Would be my guess. So, if they made Jeeves, the whole thing is I could probably level engineering without much of a problem. It's making Jeeves. If you're going to level engineering, you got to make Jeeves. That's the holy grail to engineering. And Jeeves is a bit of a pain even now. So, if they ever made it a toy where any engineer could use it, which I'm not saying never, but it seems unlikely, because that would be so good. I would fear that people would drop other professions for engineering. Engineering can make so many little gadgets that I think that would be a bit overpowered. It seems like. Because you'd have Jeeves, you'd have a bank, you'd have a mailbox, you'd have everything. So, don't tell me I have to go. Oh my. Is there a flight path? Yeah, we're going to discover that flight path. We're just going to fly back. Why would I run all the way back? It doesn't make any sense. So, I have learned it's always good to discover a flight path when you can. Hmm. Okay, where's the okay. Raven Hill. Ah, flight path. Flight path. There we go.
What can I do for you? See you later.
This is also faster. You know, I wonder if those horde were waiting to do something in Karazhan, and we're just messing around, or if they were just the horde was just being the horde. Okay, go back all the way over here. You know how they used to talk about, you might have heard how questing used to be kind of scattered all over the place? This is a good example. My goodness. Okay.
You need something?
No wonder this guy didn't mean to do all this himself.
Have a good one.
How far out of the way is this going? Oh, just right over there. Okay. It's like, do I want to look? Do I really want to look? And eventually, I will have explored through the whole zone and we'll get an achievement. Still, though. Oops. And there's other people questing here, which is always nice. He said sarcastically. Yeah, I think we pretty much have to wait for things to respawn. Oh yeah, I remember this. Thought that was part of the As I said, you get sent here for many things at different points of the game. Yes, show off by flying. That's good. I can't just delete these, right? No. Didn't think so. I was gonna say, if I'm running around in circles, then I'm of the opinion I have to kill something. Which is fine. So. Um, so I'm thinking maybe I need to abandon, pick it again. Did I did I miss something somewhere? But I can't just leave this. No. Okay, wait. There we go. There we go. I guess maybe it was a phasing issue. I had to leave for them to all respawn, I guess. I don't know.
I am out of range.
Man, this must have been a pain to try to finish back in the day. Okay, here we go. It should be the last one. Fingers crossed. Now I'm lost.
How are you? See you around.
Wait, he said he was going to build a. Okay, guess we're not in the progressive part of the game yet. We're saying the surroundings change. I was thinking that earlier. There's aside from the look and the feel, there's not going to be any cinematics at this part of the game. In this part of the game, no cutscenes, no interactive quests or anything like that. So.
Light be with you.
Stitches and Darkshire, and then they're going to give me a better ring. Okay.
For the Alliance.
Oh, okay. I don't have tourism yet. No. No. There we go.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Okay, folks. Well, there you go. There's the first storyline of where am I? Duskwood. That's what I thought. So that's not right. Yes, it is. So hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.